Hiya, my name's Dave. I'm a bit of a jack of all trades at the museum. I've got various interests in retro and old computers. I first came here last summer with my son, so we came along and had a look, and obviously the collection is really quite impressive. There are machines I'd never seen before, Jupiter Ace, Dragon 32, and then machines I'd not even heard of. So it was fascinating, and I decided that I wanted to try and get involved in some way, so I approached Mike and Carol and became a volunteer. The biggest event that I've kind of done here is last year we did actually it's this year still, we did the Beautiful Noise event, which was all around music and electronic music and computer music. I did it with Jamie. He concentrated more on the synthesizer side and the electronic instruments, and I decided to pull out some old computers and do music on them. We had the Amiga, the Atari ST running Cubase, we had a Commodore 64 with some modern music tools, and we had a ZX Spectrum. When I grew up, I started making music on an Amiga using tracker software like Optimed, so it was a good chance to dig that out and get that up and running again. And also pulled out some articles about people who used to use those machines back in the day, bedroom producers and stuff like that. So it was really interesting to go back and research that. We're looking at doing it again next year and maybe building on that and putting a bit more of the history into that and having some workshops and things for people to do based on the old technology. In the future, I'd really like to try and expand the reach of the museum and reach people who are in the retro scene, because I think Mike has a really quite incredible collection of computers here, and it is a private collection that he has amassed over 40 years off his own back. So it would be really good to work on maybe the online side of things on the social media and push the museum a bit more and just get more visitors through the door. And working with what is here to put on more events and maybe pulling out machines that people will find interesting, and just doing events that will appeal to the retro crowd, that are interesting and maybe not too cliched in what they cover. I think if you're nostalgic for old computers from the 70s, 80s and 90s, it's really worth paying the museum a visit, because Mike has a lot of stuff in his collection and it will definitely jog people's memories, hopefully happy memories. And yeah, it's at risk of getting lost a bit now machines are being chucked and things like that, so it's good to have it all in one place and see the progression of technology to where we are now. So yeah, if you're into retro or your kids are into computers and you want to show them some of the history, I would definitely come along and pay the museum a visit.